Hi everyone, welcome to the Virtual Pub Quiz channel. My name is Jay and I am the host of the Thursday night and Saturday night Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz live that we do, and also all of the specialist quizzes that you'll see across the channel. There's currently, at the time of recording, over 70 quizzes to get your teeth into, including the live ones. So thank you very much for joining us for today's specialist quiz. Harry Potter. Welcome back to the channel. I first did a Harry Potter quiz right at the start, way back in March, or beginning of April, I think it was. It was one of the first specialist quizzes that we put out onto the channel. Loads more have come and gone since then, and I thought it was probably the right time to reintroduce Harry to the channel and a Harry Potter quiz. But it's different this time. So the last time I did a Harry Potter quiz, it was all about the movies. And at the time, I did say I would do one about the books, because I know that there are a lot of strong Harry Potter fans out there who absolutely adore the books. So I thought, let's test your knowledge on the books. Let's see how much you remember that didn't appear in the films. So this is a real Harry Potter quiz, and I've loved doing this because I've actually, to research this, I've gone back and I've read the books. So I'm going to do these in a series. So we start today with Philosopher's Stone. So we start with that. So over the next 7 weeks, we'll have 10 questions from each of the books, working our way forward. And these are things that you shouldn't find in the films. Now, I have read the books, I've been going back through and reading the books, or as quickly as I can to try and find stuff, and then going through the films to watch the films and make sure that they're not in there. So hopefully they don't cross over, and hopefully this is going to be really a little bit trickier. It's not going to be, oh yeah, I remember that from the film. You've got to really have read these books to find them. But let's see how you get on. So I've got 10 questions. I'll do this over the next 7 weeks. If you're new around here and you've never done one of the specialist quizzes before, all you need is a pen and a piece of paper. That's it. We'll give you the 10 questions. Pause the video. It's pre-recorded, so you can pause, take your time. If you need more time to think about a question, go at your own pace. It's entirely what you want to do. We'll give you the opportunity. I'll tell you when to pause the video before I then give out the answers for you. So, 10 questions on the Harry Potter books. Things you should only find in the Harry Potter books. Fingers crossed. But it's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone today. Let's get into it, starting with question number 1. So in the first book, who was the first person to use the name Voldemort? Not he who shall not be named, but who was the first person to use the name Voldemort? Number 2. Who lent Hagrid the bike that he flew Harry to Privet Drive for the first time? So who lent Hagrid the bike that he flew Harry to Privet Drive for the first time? Number 3. Which school was Harry supposed to be going to before he found out about Hogwarts? So which school, what was the name of the school that Harry was supposed to be going to before he found out about Hogwarts? Number 4. Where does Harry go to get his uniform? I don't mean Diagon Alley. Which shop? So where does Harry go to get his uniform? To which shop is it? Number 5. Who took Harry, start again, who took Harry to King's Cross on his first day? So his first day at Hogwarts, who took Harry to King's Cross? Number 6. Or perhaps in Slytherin, you'll make real friends. I'll say that again. Or perhaps in Slytherin, you'll make real friends. Was said by who? Or what? I shouldn't have said that. I might give you a clue, actually. Whoops. So, or perhaps in Slytherin you'll make real friends was said by, well, who or what? I've said it now. Number 7. Harry and Ron were going to compete against Draco and Crabbe in a midnight what? So Harry and Ron were going to compete against Draco and Crabbe in a midnight what? Number 8. Who did Gryffindor beat in the second Quidditch match? Now, I know in the films the first one's in, but they don't have the second one in. So who did Gryffindor beat in the second Quidditch match? Number 9. Harry and Hermione handed Norbert over at the top of the astronomy tower to which Weasley brother? Start that again. Harry and Hermione handed Norbert over at the top of the astronomy tower to which Weasley brothers' friends? Didn't double check whether it was actually him up there. But yeah, his friends were definitely on there because I remember reading that line before. So Harry and Hermione handed Norbert over at the top of the astronomy tower to which Weasley brothers' friends? If he was up there as well, but you've got that in the answer then. So. And finally, which potion did Snape have the students make for their final exam? So which potion did Snape have the students make for their final exam? Okay, so that is your first 10 questions that on the Philosopher's Stone, or your 10 questions for today. So if you need a bit more time to check over your answers, or if you want to go back and see some of the questions, that's the beauty of these pre-recorded quizzes. You can go back and do it at your own pace. But what I will say is, those of you who know what's coming, all you need to do is pause the video if you need more time now. And welcome back. So we've got 10 answers for you from your quiz today for the Harry Potter books, The Philosopher's Stone. Let's get into them with question 1. In the first book, so in The Philosopher's Stone, who was the first person to use the name Voldemort? It was Dumbledore. He was talking to Professor McGonagall, and he explained how he was never afraid of saying the name. Number 2, who lent Hagrid the bike that he flew Harry to Privet Drive for the first time? It was Sirius Black's motorbike. Never mentioned that in the film. Number 3, which school was Harry supposed to be going to before he found out about Hogwarts? It was called Stonewall High. Dudley, of course, was going to a private school. Number 4, where does Harry go to get his uniform? So it's Madame Malkin's Robes for All Occasions. If you've just put Madame Malkin's, that's fine, but the full title is Madame Malkin's Robes for All Occasions. Number 5, who took Harry to King's Cross on his first day? It was the Dursleys. So in the film, you see him just turn up with Hagrid. Hagrid's not there in the book. It was the Dursleys who took him to King's Cross. Number 6, or perhaps in Slytherin you'll make real friends was said by whom? It was the Sorting Hat. So Sorting Hat's going through all the different things about all of the different houses. I forgot what I was saying. Number 7, Harry and Ron were going to compete against Draco and Crabbe in a midnight what? It was supposed to be a wizarding duel. Number 8, who did Gryffindor beat in the second Quidditch match? It was Hufflepuff. Snape was refereeing. Harry caught the snitch. They won. Number 9, Harry and Hermione handed Norbert over at the top of the astronomy tower to which Weasley brothers' friends? It was Charlie. I can't remember whether or not Charlie was actually up there or not, but it was definitely his friends up there. I think Harry and Hermione, it's written in there that, Charlie's friends were nice. And finally, number 10, which potion did Snape have the students make for their final exams? It was a forgetfulness potion. Forgetfulness potion for number 10. That's it. That's episode 1 of the Harry Potter quizzes. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Was it a bit tricky? Hopefully none of those. And from what I've checked through, I know there's a couple that are sort of in the films, but not. But the majority in there is not in the film, especially like the Quidditch question and stuff like that. So hopefully, if you really are hardcore and into the books, you'll have enjoyed that. Is there some things that you may have forgotten? I said one thing, it's made me think about sitting back down and reading the books and going through them again, because there's so much in the books that aren't in the films. I do think that, personally, I think the books are brilliant and a lot better than the films. Films are brilliant, no substitute for the books. Other than that, there's nothing really left for me to say other than Prisoner of Azkaban, no, Chamber of Secrets. Can't remember which order now. Book 2 will be next week. Same time, so the book 2 will be out at the same time next week. Complete and utter brain's gone. We'll put it up as always on Facebook. And let us know how you got on. Hashtag's just below. Hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. All our social media is down below. So let us know how you got on as always. Other than that, I'm going for a lie down. Thanks very much, everyone. And as always, take care and stay safe. See you soon.